Greetings, everyone. Greetings and salutations, bitch. I'd like to call to order cabinet meeting number whatever. Okay, well, we got a lot to discuss today. There has been a lot of time since we've last met. I'm going to let everybody file in. We have a lot to discuss. Today we're going to go in depth on this Byron Allen versus Comcast $20 billion lawsuit, bitch. Not million, billion. $20 billion. Byron Allen versus Comcast. It's more than meet the eye in this one. I did some research and it's quite interesting. We're going to also talk about Miss Robin Crawford in her book on her time with Mother Whitney Houston, bitch. Mother Whit. We also going to go into, of course, this week's upcoming public impeachment hearings and something we typically don't talk about on Secretary of State, but I feel like it's pertinent in light of all the press that it's been getting. The Popeye's chicken sandwich, bitch. But we're going to go deeper. We're going to go into the history of fried chicken in fucking America, bitch. So I'm going to wait for everybody to file in. What's going on to here? D, what's going on, D, in Savannah? I hope it's nice there. South Carolina, what's up, Phyllis? Rose, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore City. Unfortunately, we have Kim Classic here. But I'm going to wait for everybody to file in. We got a packed show, so I don't want to wait too long. But I want to give y'all a few more minutes. Hey, Cousin Denise, Raina. Sheila, what's going on, Sheila? How you doing, my dear? Angelita, what's going on, Angelita, in Oklahoma City? What's up? Sandra here as usual. Hey, Rose from Pittsburgh. Okay. Rose Mosley in Pittsburgh. New Orleans. Matthew, what's going on? So I'm going to wait for a few of y'all to file in. Y'all filing in pretty quickly today, but we got a lot to discuss. But first on the docket, bitch, I got notes, bitch. I did a whole book report, bitch. Because we got to go in this a lot. So this Byron Allen, I'm going to go ahead and get started in just a minute. This Byron Allen, I'm sorry, my accent is deep. Case versus Comcast. So, just a quick overview. Byron Allen, he's a major media mogul and comedian. Oddly enough, he owns the Weather Channel. Okay, we all should know the Weather Channel, bitch. Everybody's cable's been cut off. At least once in their life, you know the Weather Channel, bitch. It's that one channel you get when you ain't pay that bill and you ain't called for the extension. He owns that channel, okay? And several other networks. Basically, he's suing Comcast and Charter Communications, $20 billion. He is the CEO of Entertainment Studios, suing, stating that Comcast Charter Communications will not carry any of his networks, and it's due to racism and the fact that he is black. You've probably been seeing this case make the rounds on social media. Probably are thinking like, what the fuck is going on exactly? Where is this all coming from? This case actually has been going on for years. It's not something that just popped up out of thin air. For those of you who may not know, it's been going on since like 2015. Now, what's interesting, he sued them, he started back in 2015, and this is according to the Hollywood Reporter. He sued the cable operators and satellite distributors after they refused to license his small channels that cover topics like criminal justice, cars, and pets. He and his legal representation demanded billions of dollars for allegations of a racial bias conspiracy. Basically, he believes that because his networks are African American owned, that's why they won't cover it. Also, too, bitch. Now, here's the tea. Here's the key. Okay, the NAACP and Al Sharpton were originally co-defendants in the lawsuit. Okay, so they were in a lawsuit with Comcast. They were being sued by Byron Allen, along with Comcast and Charter Communications, for allegedly making moves to whitewash Comcast's discriminatory business practices. According to the suit, when Comcast sought regulatory approval for its 2010 plan to acquire NBC Universal, so in 2010, Comcast bought NBC and Universal, it needed to gain support. To assuage any worries that the merger would have bad effects on diversity, Comcast made voluntary commitments and entered into agreements with various civil rights groups like the National Urban League, the NAACP, and Sharpton's National Action Network. However, okay, bitch, catch this team. However, Allen rebuked these agreements and questioned the monetary donations that Comcast contributed to these civil rights groups. He further questioned how Comcast was shelling out $25 billion annually on channel licensing, but less than $3 million on what he described as 100% African American owned media. So out of $25 billion that they spend getting these channels, your Stars, your HBOs, all this shit, they was only spending $3 million out of that $25 billion on 100% on black-owned companies and licensing, okay? At this time, folks like Sharpton denied that his monetary gains were because of agreements him or his organization entered with Comcast. He even threatened a defamation lawsuit against Allen. So this is back in 2015, bitch. Now, recently, the NAACP has come out in support of Byron Allen. But how funny times have changed, bitch, because 4 years ago, Byron Allen didn't have no motherfucking picks. He was suing all y'all bitches. Okay? That was 4 years ago. Now, all of a sudden, the NAACP, and let's be clear here. Okay? I don't want to shoot anybody in the face. But let's be clear here. I find it quite convenient that the NAACP is now endorsing this man and making all kinds of statements now that he has come on the Breakfast Club. The shit's hit social media and people care. Sometimes you gotta keep doing shit for the public to really catch it. And I think when this first happened, the public didn't really catch it. And now they've really caught it. And now the NAACP like, bitch, wait a minute. We got to backtrack, bitch. We got to get this together. Now, eventually, Sharpton and other civil rights groups were dismissed from the lawsuit, and some of them even ended up supporting Allen's case, which I just talked about. First, Byron Allen's suit was rejected 3 times by a district court judge who concluded that there was no plausible case that discrimination caused Comcast not to license Allen's channels. However, eventually, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals announced that Allen only needed to plausibly allege that discriminatory intent was simply a factor in, not the but-for cause of Comcast's refusal to license its channels. That basically means that eventually this judge was like, wait a minute, bitch. All he got to admit that basically the discrimination was a part of why they didn't license his channels, not the only reason. Okay. And that's very important that this judge said that, because it's going to tie in to how we're getting to this Supreme Court hearing on November the 13th. Now, Comcast's refusal to license his channels. Allen and his team were able to prove this, so he was able to prove that this may be a factor. He was able to prove it considering Comcast was carrying about 500 networks that Verizon, AT&T, Uverse, and DirecTV were carrying. But unlike these carriers, Comcast didn't carry Allen's channels. Meanwhile, Comcast was offering carriage to lesser-known white-owned networks like Current TV, Fit TV, and Baby's First Americas. Now, I don't watch any of these motherfucking channels. I don't know what Baby First America is. I think I've seen current TV. I think they show like reruns of like Core TV or some shit like that. I don't know. I've never watched any of these channels, bitch, but this shit must make a lot of money because people are mad. Okay, now, Allen's case is going to the Supreme Court, and he has a big fight, right? The courts, now the thing is, and I'm going to stop here with the Supreme Court. This is why everything matters. All of these fucking meetings when we were talking about Brett Kavanaugh, like all of this shit, because now he's going to a Supreme Court that is more conservative. Look at who's in the Supreme Court, bitch. It's not even. It's more conservative. You know Mother Ruth probably going to hear you out, bitch. But you got Kavanaugh sitting up there, Clarence Thomas, all these people. Like, it's not looking good, sis. This is why it's so important for these hearings, why they fought tooth and nail to keep Kavanaugh out of that motherfucking Supreme Court, and he went through anyway. Here's another case why, bitch, it mattered. Because these are the same people that Byron Allen's case is going to be heard by. Okay. Now, this case will set a precedent for other companies or business people making discrimination claims in court. It'll make it harder for them to get to trial or to enact procedures of investigation. This could further discourage attorneys from representing alleged victims from the start. Byron believes Comcast and his adversaries are violating the Civil Rights Act of 1866, which followed the legal abolition of slavery. Back then, Southern states were naturally upset with the new freedom of former black slaves, so they enacted what's called black codes to compel them to work through low-wage contracts and debt. Congress responded by passing a federal law that could hopefully achieve practical freedom for ex-slaves, including a prohibition of discrimination when drawing up or enforcing contracts. Okay? Now, I researched Section 1981 of the Civil Rights Act of 1866. Section 1981. Class, so we on the same page. So, Section 1981 of the Civil Rights Act of 1866 states, a federal law prohibiting discrimination on the basis of race, color, and ethnicity when making and enforcing contracts. Section 1981 specifically grants all individuals within the U.S. jurisdiction the same rights and benefits as enjoyed by white citizens. Regarding contractual relationships, courts have interpreted Section 1981 to apply to the employment context, including at-will employment and the independent contractor relationship. Section 1981 also prohibits retaliation. It does not prohibit discrimination on the basis of any other protected class. Section 1981 applies to all private employers and labor organizations, but does not apply to discrimination by the U.S. federal government as an employer. It also does not apply to state or local government employers. So basically, any private company, any private, place you working for, doing work for, Section 1981 protects you from being discriminated against for race. Except for if you work for the government, bitch. That state, local, federal, bitch, the government can discriminate against your ass. Basically, that's what they're saying. But if you going with a private company, bitch, they supposed to hold you down. They not supposed to do no discrimination or anything like that. Okay? Now, this is a lot. Now, the 1866 Civil Rights Act was a bit of a broad stroke for striving for equality. According to when Byron went on the Breakfast Club, Comcast is basically saying that in order for Byron to use the 1866 Act, he has to prove that the reason they discriminated against him was because 100% that he was black. So it can't be any other reason other than, bitch, you black. But the reality is that's going to be kind of hard to prove, especially because you're going to have to access that company's documents. It's just a lot to prove, and they know this, that it was 100% because he was black. Now, the thing is, here's another thing, and here's why government matters. Are you guys still with me? I see you all are tuned in. you know, to this. Now, here's the thing. The Department of Justice, the Trump Department of Justice, also issued, they put out a report, referendum, some shit. The Department of Justice intervened. Now, once again, he has to prove that it was purely because of race, in regards to this. So Byron's like basically saying, look, bitch, it's going to be hard. But the Department of Justice is basically endorsing what Comcast is saying, basically saying that it's not going to be an issue of, like, Byron will have to prove that it's 100% that it was because he was black. Now, what happens is, this is historic because the Department of Justice is siding with a big company who Comcast spends a lot of money on saying Donald Trump is racist. They have all of these shows. Comcast is and the thing that was interesting was when I was looking at some of Comcast's statement in regards to this case, they're like, we're all about diversity. We make movies like Harriet, which people got mad at me because I ain't see. We make movies like Queen and Slim. We make all of these diverse movies. You making diverse movies and hiring black people, that's great. But what Byron Allen is doing is talking about ownership, a piece of the pie, the big business, bitch. We know, like, I feel like as black people, or I'm just speaking for myself, that we're past the point of, oh, we're just happy we got to be on television. We're happy we got the role. We're happy our story is told. We're past that point. Now we want to be making actual money and be at the table and be in business. This is why I applaud people like Tyler Perry building his own studio from scratch, saying, hey, we can have the same shit that Disney and Fox has. You may not like my motherfucking movies, bitch, but I'm creating a place for us. And this is why I love what Byron is doing. It's not so much about, oh, Byron, you mad because Comcast won't have your networks. No, Comcast, why don't you have the networks? You got every goddamn thing else. Why not? And he goes, the Comcast also states, well, we have Aspire TV, Revolt, and all of that. But those companies, from what I understand, are 100% African-American owned. Okay? The difference with Byron Allen's networks, from what I'm seeing here, is that he owns these networks outright. This is a black-owned company. A black man owns the Weather Channel, bitch. That's got to be a moneymaker in itself. Okay? That's the difference. And this is why we need to support Byron Allen. So November 13th is very crucial that we're tuned in, because this is a big deal, and this is going to have huge ramifications. And it's a quote from Byron Allen. He goes, you have one of the biggest media companies in the world, which has been beating up Donald Trump for racism, and now they're saying we're going to work together to maintain institutionalized racism in America. In this amicus brief, they delivered that Thursday. That's basically what the Department of Justice delivered, was an amicus brief. I'm sorry, I missed what it was called, but I was in the heat of the moment. But it's the amicus brief. And you can also read that brief in full. If you Google it, you can actually read that entire brief that the Trump Department of Justice, which we all know is shady, sent out. So the interesting thing, now back to, because it's a lot more to the story, bitch. Now, back to Al Sharpton. Now, this was reported. This is why you should never do shit, because the internet never fucking forgets. Now, this happened back in 2015. The Reverend Al Sharpton's silence was bought for a cool $3.8 million, so that he wouldn't complain about the lack of black cable TV programming and explosive $20 billion lawsuit alleges. Okay? The National Association of African American Owned Media claims Comcast paid Sharpton and his National Action Network cash donations, bitch, in exchange for not screaming about its lack of solely black-owned channels. The cable giant also assured that the activist would keep his $750,000 a year gig as a host on MSNBC, which it co-owns, even as his ratings slump. Bitch, if I could be a meme right now. The black community has been sold out by him. This is what Byron Allen said. This was back in 2015, bitch. Okay. Al Sharpton should be ashamed of himself for defending Comcast for a simple chicken dinner payoff. Come on, Byron. The lawsuit decrying the proposed merger between Comcast and Time Warner said that Comcast carries just one completely black-owned channel, the Africa channel, and that Time Warner barely fares better. But instead of Sharpton's National Action Network and other activist groups such as the NAACP and National Urban League protesting the inequity, they and Comcast signed voluntary diversity agreements that whitewash the company's racist practices, the suit claims. After the pacts were signed, Comcast shelled out $140,000 to the National Action Network, $835,000 to the National Urban League, and $30,000 to the NAACP, according to the suit. So the NAACP was the cheapest fucking date in the room. So their endorsement in this situation really amounts to a pile of shit. Okay? He added he would welcome Sharpton, the group's allegations of payouts also factor in Sharpton's TV salary, which he has been receiving since starting to host NBC's Politics Nation in 2011. Sharpton blasted the suit as frivolous at best. The activist concedes his group has gotten some donations from Comcast, but said it's nowhere near $1 million. He added he would welcome the suit. We could then be deposed on what a plaintiff asked us to do to help him get programming, which we frankly consider below our standard and unethical, he said. Comcast ripped the suit as being full of inflammatory, inaccurate, and unsupported allegations. Bitch. Now, my mama really never cared for Al Sharpton any goddamn way. You know, Al ain't been right since he lost that weight, bitch. He ain't been right since he lost that weight. And reading this was back in 2015, and this is why the internet holds you accountable. Because if you search enough, the internet's memory is long. The internet does not forget, bitch. And the internet will always come back to haunt you. And it's interesting to read this, and then it got me looking at the NAACP sideways. It definitely got me looking at Al Sharpton sideways, and then the NAACP, they kind of worse because they're gonna try to clean the shit up and come out with this Mickey Mouse ass endorsement now that the shit done hit the fan, and they know bitches like me gonna go and research and find out what was really hiding in the motherfucking closet. Are we here tonight? We are learning tonight. Are we here? Bitch. I'm just saying. Are we here? I feel like I need a beverage after that one. Next topic, bitch. Now, some of you have been asking me, well, Didion, what do you think about the impeachment hearings and all that? I think it's more of the same. Since we last met, Beto's dropped out of the race, which I feel like, thank God. Thank you for not wasting any more money. Thank you for not wasting any more time. I feel you need to follow that advice as well and go ahead and throw it in the bucket. But nevertheless, we got these public impeachment hearings coming up next week. I'm not going to spend a hell of a lot of time on this because, quite frankly, I feel like it's a dog and pony show. That's just my personal opinion. Basically, I'm going to sum it up for you. Next week, this week coming up, what's going to happen, they're going to televise these impeachment hearings on Wednesday and Friday. Okay? They're basically going to ask 3 witnesses to come and testify in public on TV. The long and short of this is basically the Democrats in the House want to broadcast this on TV because a lot of these testimonies have already happened behind closed doors. But they're basically trying to win this impeachment vote, this impeachment case in the court of public opinion. Not saying that they don't have valid witnesses, but it stings a little bit more when the public can make an assessment for themselves. They're basically saying, look, bitch, we know he did it. We know it's fucked up. Y'all know it's fucked up, but we want y'all to hear it from these people's mouths directly, live and on TV, in living color, so that we, you can get behind it. They're basically campaigning for an impeachment. They don't need to convince me, but I understand why they're doing it. At a certain point in time, people have already kind of chosen their sides, I feel like. So no matter, to me, Donald Trump could go on television today and say, yeah, I colluded with Russia. Yeah, I held this aid from Ukraine so that they would investigate Biden, and people would still, like they're doing now on that side of the fence, find a way to justify it. So I feel like while this process is necessary to our democracy, I feel like this administration is single-handedly destroying democracy. The left isn't doing a good job at countering it. What we're witnessing right now in government is complete and utter chaos. I don't know any other way to describe it. It's chaos. Of course, because it's me, I'll tune in and I'll watch some of the testimonies. But I feel like what we need to do this Christmas is we need to have a national Woosah Day. I feel like no matter, and I say this a lot, but no matter what side of the fence that you're on, you've got to be exhausted. I'm exhausted. If you're on the right, you've got to be exhausted. If you're on the left, you got to be exhausted. If you independent, bitch, you got to be exhausted. This has been some exhausting shit. Okay? Exhausting. This administration, I think, has single-handedly, and I want somebody to research this. Maybe I'll do it. I want to see how many people have entered into therapy. How many people have left work on stress leave. Shit like that. Like, this has been exhausting. And quite frankly, the Dog and Pony Show is wearing out the citizens of the United States of America, myself included. It's just becoming... It's funny when you look at the stages of what's happened here. It went from you can't be serious to he's not going to win to this is entertainment to oh my God, wait a minute, to shit, he really won, to maybe he'll be a good president, to Donald, maybe he's going to be presidential, oh my God, shit, oh my God, he's terrible, oh my God, no he didn't, I hate him, I'm depressed, it's just, it has been a lot to process. And the thing is, we can't get tired. That's the unfortunate thing. We don't have that luxury because the people that are on that side of the fence are not going to get tired. No matter how many rights get stripped away, and to black Republicans, and by all means, you have the right to vote whatever party that you want to. And even if you think, everything he does isn't bad, or that the left is corrupt or has issues, because the left does have issues. There's corruption on both sides of the fence. I'm not going to argue with you on that. But I just don't understand how you can get in bed and side with somebody like this who is so divisive to Americans. And I made a post about Kim Classic, who is partially responsible for Trump tweeting about Baltimore. She kind of opened that can of worms, so to speak. She said she didn't mean for it to go down that way. We don't know. I'm not in that lady's heart, so I can't say what she meant to do. I just know the end result. Now she's running for the now deceased Elijah Cummings seat. And, you know, she's pro-Trump. She's like, you know, and it's just like her and these ladies like Candace Owens. And y'all may have points, but here's the thing. You come off in the way that you're going about it, like, it's just all wrong. Like, y'all need classes in PR. Like, and it's not about you being rude or anything like that, but, like, when you see Donald Trump Jr. on the View and you see all of these things, like, sis, everybody's going to have to answer for where they were in history when we look back on this time. I know it looks good for your Twitter profile right now. You're getting all the followers and shit, bitch. But you're going to have to answer for the side of history that you were on when we go back and look at this time in our history. And I don't understand how you can side with somebody who is so decisive and draining to American citizens. Whether they realize it or not, he is draining. I don't understand it. But here we are. Now, quick bit. Robin Crawford, then we're gonna get into the history of fried chicken in America because I really wanna go into that, and then we're gonna call it a day. But Robin Crawford, former lover, confidant, friend, bodyguard to Whitney Houston, is putting out this book detailing her time with Whitney, Mother Whit. And here's the interesting thing. It's just like when Patti LaBelle was on Watch What Happens Live, and she was like, well, yeah, you know, everybody kind of knew Lethal was gay. I don't feel like Whitney Houston could have been bi, I don't know. But her and Robin definitely had a thing. People have acknowledged that. And black people, excuse me, guys, black people, I see some black folks so upset that Robin is writing this book, so upset that she has the nerve to speak on her time with Whitney Houston. But these are the same people who watched that Whitney Lifetime movie, put all her dirty laundry out with Bobby. These are the same people who laugh at the memes. These are the same people who joke about Whitney sweating. But you have a problem with the woman who actually loved Whitney, who was actually there, who actually seen a lot of this shit, telling her truth. If that woman had a tie with Whitney Houston, she had the right to tell her story. And some people are like, well, she not loyal because Whitney dead and gone and all of this and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. And I don't give a fuck who disagree. Y'all know I don't give a shit. But this book may save some young lady's life. It may save her from getting into a toxic-ass relationship that she don't even need to be in. As a black gay person, as a member of the LGBTQA plus community, especially as a black man, we get deprived of our history of black LGBTQ folks. We all oftentimes have to live through the white girls. Because the white girls get to look at Elton John. They get to look at Freddie Mercury, even though he was black, but downtown passing for white. They get to look at these folks. They get to look at the Sam Smiths. They get to see all their people. And they get to live in their truth without shame. Black boys and girls do not see their people. You know how many girls probably could have benefited, and I know it was a different time, so we probably wouldn't have knew then, but could have benefited from knowing, hey, Mother Whit was on both sides of the fence. And it's interesting to me because I never could understand, and this is my personal interpretation, I could never understand why Clive Davis loved Whitney so much, and why their bond was so special, why he stuck with her to the end. He never gave up on Whitney. And to find out that Clive Davis himself, who now has a boyfriend, who has been bisexual for years and just came out, who was a mentor to Mother Whit. Mother Whit was with Robin before she was with Clive, so let's not try to be like, oh, Clive put something in her head. No. She met Robin when they was counselors at a summer camp, bitch, from what I understand, so let's not go there. But how many kids could have benefited from knowing that one of the greatest voices on earth was one of the girls? A lot of black kids get deprived of that history. There's a rich history of black LGBTQ people contributing to the advancement of black folks and America. Langston Hughes, Bayard Rustin, hell, Josephine Baker. And black kids don't get to see this. Alvin Ailey. I'm on the pulpit tonight because it needs to be heard. Black people, stop shaming black people for wanting to know who they are. Black history is not convenient for posters and when you want it to be. Because everybody, at the end of the day, whether they're gay, straight, whatever, they're still black folks and they contributed to greatness in this country and to the advancement of our people. So cut the shit. If this woman want to tell her story, as long as it's the truth, which is 3 sides to every story, her side, Whitney's side, and truth, but she ain't just make this shit the fuck up out of thin air, and there's too many people to corroborate her motherfucking story. So if this woman want to write the book, Whitney is dead and gone, her child is dead and gone, the only person she will be appeasing is Whitney's mother and Bobby. That woman has her own wife and her own life right now. If she needed to write this book for closure, then she has that right. Who are you to say, no, bitch, keep it to yourself? That's her right. And if you got a problem with that, then have a problem with everything. But we're not going to sit and make Robin Crawford out to be this villain because she decided to write about her truth. Because the shit did happen, bitch. They even alluded to that shit on that phony-ass Lifetime movie. They tried to make Robin seem like this angry stalker bitch, but that really wasn't the case. Y'all gonna cut this shit the fuck out. Because I'm tired of dealing with it. If you don't like it, fuck out of here. Now, another thing, since we talk about black people, these Popeyes motherfucking chicken sandwiches. Now, I tried the sandwich today, bitch. It was cute. Them thick-ass pickles, I'm not a fan of, but the sandwich was cute, bitch. And I'm tired. Here's the thing. Because I went to the Popeyes around my way on Howard Street. It was black people in there. It was Chinese people in there. It was white people in there. Everybody was civilized, waiting in line for their fucking sandwich. Okay? Now, what we're not going to do is make black people feel bad about eating fried chicken. Here's the thing that I notice what happens in America. Black people will popularize an item, make money off of that item, and show financial success for something. And what will happen is this. White America, or even in some cases, black America, will make black people ashamed of the product that they made successful, and that's empowering them and giving them financial empowerment so that they can take it and sell it back to them without including them in the wealth of it, in the riches. So what I decided to do, because people are like, oh, y'all should be ashamed. This is just a chicken sandwich. This is dirty. Y'all shouldn't be acting like this. Nobody says this to white folks on Black Friday when they're fighting over flat screen TVs at Walmart. We see the videos on TV. We be like, damn, but nobody tells Walmart to close. In fact, Target is actually going to be opening earlier on Thanksgiving for Black Friday. We don't make motherfuckers feel ashamed about that. We don't make people feel ashamed when they go to these concerts and wait in line for these tickets. We don't make people feel ashamed when they stay in line for these sneakers. We're not going to make black people feel ashamed for liking chicken. And for the record, there's a lot of white folks and a lot of people of other ethnicities that like Popeye's chicken. Okay? And black people do not feel ashamed for eating chicken. Eat all the motherfucking chicken. No, I don't. What I will read you on is you don't have to be killing each other over chicken sandwiches. The white people was acting out of pocket too, calling people niggas and shit. That's why your ass got body slammed in the motherfucking parking lot, white lady. We're not going to make black people feel bad about chicken. And this is why I researched the history of fried chicken in America. I'm going to read a piece of this and bitch, we about to go in. Because I want black people to understand, bitch, fried chicken is a part of your legacy. It provided financial empowerment to black women post-slavery during the Great Migration. And when slaves were leaving the South, how they used fried chicken because it kept longer for long distances without spoiling, and you can eat it and just drop the bones back into the earth, so you didn't have to carry around a bunch of trash. Fried chicken has a deeper meaning to black people than what I think even a lot of black people today think. Okay? Now, for at least 150 years, people have been cooking and selling fried chicken in America. The earliest were black women, newly freed from slavery after the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. These entrepreneurial cooks, known as waiter carriers, brought their skills and their chicken to markets and train stations to sell to travelers passing through towns like Gordonsville, Virginia. They sold chicken to support themselves and their families because that was the work that was available to them. Though their culinary contributions went uncredited for centuries, African and African American cooks were largely responsible for creating what Americans now know as Southern food. From the mid-18th century through emancipation, dishes like fried chicken were developed and prepared by enslaved cooks who combined West African culinary traditions with those of indigenous North American peoples and European colonialists. Oh, bitch, I'm going deep, okay? Fuck that. You're not going to make me feel bad about my motherfucking chicken sandwich. Okay? We going in, bitch. Now, in the early 19th century, white members of high society like Mary Randolph, a distant relative to Thomas Jefferson, wrote cookbooks that commandeered, aka stole, the recipes of black cooks. The books were a revelation to white audiences at the time and helped launch dishes like fried chicken into widespread popularity. Meanwhile, notes writer Adrian Miller in his book Soul Food, The Surprising Story of an American Cuisine One Plate at a Time, African Americans who perfected this dish under inhumane conditions were subject to repugnant stereotypes about their affinity for fried chicken. After being forced through servitude to cook for landowners and later relegated by circumstance to sell fried chicken for a living, African Americans were depicted in advertisements, postcards, newspapers, and flyers as chicken thieves and animalistic consumers of fried chicken. Images and stereotypes that persist today. It's why many black people in America still refuse to eat fried chicken in public, carrying the stigma with them even if they've never seen the images in person. So this is embedded in us. This is something where we invented this shit. Our women were using our cuisine that we eat every day to support their children post-slavery. They were eating off of this shit, and then the propaganda machine stole the recipes, Colonel Sanders, okay? Stole the recipe from black women. and then made you feel ashamed about something that was bringing you income. Y'all not ready for me tonight. Y'all thought I was fucking playing? In spite of these indignities, fried chicken didn't disappear within black communities. In fact, it spread even farther as part of the 6 decades-long Great Migration, during which at least 6 million African Americans fled a turbulent and segregated South to start anew in northern and western cities. As scholar Psych Williams Forson documented, these men, women, and children were prohibited from using most train accommodations along their trip. So they prepared fried chicken from recipes designed to withstand the long journey, boxed it up cold, and carried it on board for sustenance. When they arrived in their new homes, fried chicken was a special Sunday meal, a place it occupied for much of the early 20th century. So let me make it deeper for you. Let me lean in. You know why black people, we season from the soul while we like our shit seasoned? Because salt is a preservative, bitch. So when they were leaving from the South to come to the North to make a better life for themselves, the chicken needed to keep. So by us seasoning it with the soul, the chicken was able to withstand the motherfucking journey, bitch. And then if you ate the chicken, you dropped the bones in the grass. You're not going to make me feel bad about a fucking chicken sandwich. I'm preaching tonight. I know. I'm preaching tonight. Then, a few years after World War II, Harlan Sanders, turned a single restaurant in Kentucky where he served pressure-fried chicken into a full-fledged franchise business under the name Kentucky Fried Chicken. By marketing his restaurants using his symbolic status as a non-military colonel, along with a heavy dose of imagery that evoked slavery-era plantations, he grew Kentucky Fried Chicken into a multi-million-dollar company. Later, after Sanders had mostly stepped away from the business, KFC would swell into the world's second-largest restaurant brand, with locations in more than 100 countries. KFC's success, along with that of Church's and Popeyes, brought a version of Southern Fried Chicken to a global audience. Almost 70 years after the Colonel opened his first franchise, and a century and a half after emancipation, McGlone, an affable half-Maori, half-Irish sous chef, working for one of America's most celebrated Southern chefs, decided that fried chicken and natural wine was a pairing that needed to happen. He flew to Australia armed with a recipe and a business plan. All of this, for better or worse, is possible because fried chicken is unequivocally, fundamentally delicious. At various periods throughout history, fried chicken has been craved, rejected, heralded, exorcised, belittled, honored, and exploited, often all at once. The dish's exact origins are hard to pin down, and perhaps besides the point. A quick survey of the food world reveals that practically every culture that eats chicken has come up with a way to crisp birds in hot oil. This is a lot tonight. This is a lot tonight. Now, I'm not condoning the behavior. I'm not condoning people losing their lives over chicken. But we have to learn how to separate people just going crazy from it being a black person thing. There's a lot of history with fried chicken. Fried chicken as a culture, they're selling fried chicken sandwiches and fried chicken in like world-class restaurants, and the shit don't even be good at extremely high prices. Fried chicken has been a staple in the black community, as I just read, since slavery. It's helped us get through. It's put money in our pockets. And it still put money in our pockets because, bitch, you know when times get hard. You know when times get hard for somebody because they start selling dinners, bitch. And 9 times out of 10, what is on the motherfucking menu? Fried chicken. It's still keeping us afloat. 5 wings and fries. Hard. Extra hot sauce, bitch. So we're not going to make, and I did this for a reason, because black people, we're not going to make fried chicken, and black people liking fried chicken, the scapegoat for a few people acting crazy. Because like I said, we don't do this on Black Friday. We don't do this when Tickle Me Elmo comes out, bitch. We don't do this. And we're not going to do it to us. And we're not going to do it to each other. So I will say this. As you go and get your chicken sandwich, bitch, be kind to the motherfucker that's in line ahead and behind you. Be kind to the employees that serve you, because they're highly stressed. Because y'all just clogging up the drive-thru, bitch. You're in all the waiting lobby of the restaurants. Everybody wants their sandwich. But we are not going to make black people feel ashamed of something that, quite frankly, is culturally part of our cultural DNA. Own it. Matter of fact, bitch, I want to open up a Popeyes franchise. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I'm going to say about that. This has been a very informative meeting. I think this meeting tired me out a little bit. Just getting over a sinus infection. I just came back from San Francisco about a week and a half ago, something like that. Shout out to everybody in New York City at the Hef Party. Love you guys. Great time. If you're ever in New York, make sure, LGBTQ people, you go to that party. But if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the bell at the top for notifications. Follow me on Instagram at GODDM. Don't forget my birthday party. My birthday celebration is happening Black Friday here in Baltimore, North Avenue Market. Tickets are on sale. They're available in my bio on my IG as well as on Facebook. I'm sending out the events. You can find it. Just type it out. VHS, birthday celebration for DDM. I thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully, we learned something. I know it's been a while since I talked to y'all, but it's been life and I was hella sick. But thank you for tuning in. Y'all never let me down. Hopefully I'll be out partying with y'all. And you have a good evening. Peace and love.